What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and today we're doing Spider-Man's 60th anniversary cover challenge, started by my buddy Brian LCS. He's a big Spider-Man fan, and he wanted to do a cover challenge where you showed off 10 Spider-Man books to celebrate Spidey's 60th anniversary. So that's what we're doing. Let's do this. Before we get going, I will leave a link to Brian LCS in the description below. He's also the founder of the current Comic Book Community Awards, so I'll also leave a link to the Community Awards website where you can nominate for your favorite channels. I think nominations open up pretty soon. If you are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe, give us a like if you like this content, and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of these books. All right, let's get into it. We'll start off with a modern day classic. This is part of Alex Ross's, what are they called? Timeless variants? Oh man, my memory is terrible. There you go, boom. He did a bunch of these covers, and the Spider-Man one was fantastic. I thought Alex really knocked it out of the park with all these timeless, yeah, was that what they were called? Timeless? Timeless variants. So yeah, that is the first one there. Beautiful Alex Ross cover. The next one is also a modern day classic. Now the first time I saw this cover, I thought it was so sick. I was like, that is awesome. I need to get one. And at the time I had already cut off Amazing Spider-Man. So this is part of the current Amazing Spider-Man run. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on this, but a couple of weeks after it came out, everyone was posting it everywhere on IG. You just couldn't go anywhere without seeing this book, so I'm sick of this cover. But this is the, is it Patrick Gleason webhead cover, I think they call it. Despite all that crap of just sick of seeing it, it is an amazing cover. So I had to include this one, and I had to include just the, I think that's the second print, and the third print as well. But yeah, I'm done to death with these. Hopefully one day these will be worth something and I might actually sell these. Alright, so something else I tried to do was, when I first thought about the books I would choose for this cover challenge, I thought to myself, you know, including Miles books, Spider-Punk and things like that. And as I was choosing my books, I decided, no, it's the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So I tried to stay classic and just keep it to OG Spidey. This next one is a book I've had for a long time in my collection, since my earlier days of collecting. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue 25. I'm not too sure who does this cover, but I know that this is an homage cover to something. I know it's a classic Spider-Man cover that's been done many a times. I don't actually know what the original cover is the homage to, so let me know in the comments if you guys know. This is the first I think appearance of Superior Octopus. At the time I bought this, there was the Spider-Geddon stuff coming out, and Superior Octopus was getting his own, I think, one shot maybe. So I picked this up. There was like some early spec that someone told me to pick up, so it was cheap, so I bought it. But it is a great cover, and I'm glad to have this one in the collection. So now we're getting into the nostalgias. This one is Amazing Spider-Man issue 1 of the current run. Actually no, the current run just restarted. Sorry, I got that wrong. This is Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. So this Amazing Spider-Man seems to be universally hated, but to me it means a lot because this came out when I was just getting into comic books. So because I had a love for Spider-Man when I was younger, in my teenage years, I love Spider-Man. It was my favorite superhero series. So I wanted to get back into Spider-Man, and this came out, and I was at a shop with my friend who's a big Spider-Man fan, and he said, oh look, Spider-Man 1, you should get that. It's a good jumping on point. I was like, that's fantastic. I'll pick this one up. And I didn't hate it. I had nothing to really compare it to. I haven't got these decades and decades of, you know, knowledge on Spider-Man. So to me, it was all right. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't enough to, it didn't make me fall in love with the character again. So yeah, but this book still means a lot to me, and I did actually get it signed by Nick Spencer. Is that where it is? Yep, somewhere there. And look, it's not a bad cover. So thought I'd include that one with a cool story. That was my first Spider-Man book getting into it. So now this next one is even more stories. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 400. This book, which you can barely ever see the cover for because of the tombstone and the embossment. This is the first Spider-Man book I ever bought. So when I was a teenager, now this isn't the actual copy. This copy was gifted to me by my buddy Sean, Zaz84 on Instagram. So I mentioned a bunch of times on my channel that this was the first Spider-Man book I bought off the shelf, off the newsstand, as you guys would say it in the US, in the newsagent. I read the story and it was amazing. It blew me away as a teenager, and I was hooked on Spider-Man because of this book. So I mentioned that I really wanted to get it someday again, and my buddy Sean was nice enough to slide it into one of the cabinets at Big City Comics with a note to me on it saying it was a gift. Who got me this?
Not telling you. Sorry, we don't.
Oh, dude, whoever it is, thank you so much. Man, I love editing videos. Wait. What the hell? Wait a sec. What is Sean doing? I caught my buddy Sean red-handed. So yeah, I had to include this one into my 10 covers. This next one is my most recent book out of all these, I would say. This is an homage cover because I love collecting homage covers to Action Comics 1, which I don't actually have many homage covers to, but this one I really wanted to get in my collection. I saw someone selling it on eBay for a ridiculous price, and then I ended up getting it from a comic fair for 20 bucks. So that is ASM 306. Really nice Action Comics 1 variant homage. I always love when like a Marvel book will homage like a DC book or vice versa, or indie books do it. You know, I think that's really cool. So yeah, I had to put that one in there. So since I kind of put rules on myself for this and I only wanted to go OG Spider-Man, I started to struggle finding covers that I really, really loved to fill this 10 covers. To the point where I was like, okay, I need to start digging into the Kiss cover box. Because originally I only wanted to show one Kiss cover in this lot, but yeah, I ended up having to rely on it to finish out this top 10. So the last 4 books are all Kiss covers. This first one is a cover that doesn't get talked about enough. It is a fantastic cover. It is Peter Parker Spider-Man number 29. Look at that. Boom, that is a beautiful Kiss cover. I believe it's done by Kayari Andrews. And this one here I picked up for pretty cheap, so I'm pretty sure this book here, if you ever find it, it's not an expensive book, but it is a fantastic cover. Look at that. Very nice. This next one is Amazing Spider-Man 791. This is an Alex Ross cover, I believe. Another Kiss cover. Man, Peter Parker, he gets around with the ladies. Look at that. Falling in mid-air kiss. Look at that. I haven't shown these books since my Spider-Man Kiss cover video, which I did a long time ago. And I've actually only added a few to the collection since then, to be honest. I've got a lot of Kiss covers from other titles. But yeah, that's an Alex Ross Spidey Kiss cover. The next one is fantastic as well. This is Amazing Spider-Man, where are we? 18.1, is that what it's supposed to be? This is kind of a bondage cover as well as a Kiss cover. Look at that. The 2-in-1 just for you guys. I believe from memory this cover I think is done by Yasmin Putri, who does a lot of good covers. So really cool one there with Black Cat, Spidey all tied up, and yeah, really nice cover. Again, all these Kiss covers that you can find dirt cheap. And then the last one I thought I'd round it out. I haven't shown this book for a while because I'd shown it to death you know, over the course of the years in my channel. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. And this is Love Romances issue 1. And it's an amazing Spider-Man and Mary Jane Kiss cover. This is up there with one of my favorite covers of all time, if not the favorite cover of all time. It's got it all. I love it. So MJ, kiss from Spidey, rose behind his back. It is a beauty. Boom. Mwah. And that is my 10 covers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if you're supposed to tag other people for doing this or not, but I will tag one person to do this, which is my buddy Mad Spidey. He's the biggest Spidey collector that I know. I was going to say fan, but he doesn't really read books, so he's definitely one of the biggest Spidey collectors that I know. So Mad Spidey, if you're watching this, I would like to see you rummage through the thousands of Spider-Man books you've got to pick out your top 10. Let's see if you can do it, mate. And that is all for this one. Make sure you guys subscribe to Brian LCS. Check out the Comic Book Community Awards. And yeah, until next time, I am Simple Simon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.